In this video, I will show you how to optimize your content for AI search. You will learn how to structure content and signal authority, so AI systems trust it and can easily cite it. I will also share 5 higher level strategies for content managers and SEOs. Here's an interesting fact. My articles were cited in Google AI overviews before AI search optimization was a thing. How so? First, my articles ranked high in SERPs, and that's where LLMs, including Google's, pull their information from. Secondly, GEO and SEO overlap, like massively. The things that we've been doing to make our content Google friendly for years also make it AI friendly. SEO is the foundation. GEO, just an extra layer. We don't need to reinvent the playbook. We just need to tweak it a tiny bit. In this video, I unpacked both the established SEO principles and the tweaks we need to make to rank in AI search. For starters, let's make your writing clear and easy to scan so AI can easily lift answers from your text. Here are a few practical ways to do it. To make your content easier to access for AI crawlers, keep your paragraphs short, aim for 1 to 5 sentences, tackle one idea per paragraph, no mixing up, ensure your paragraphs remain cohesive, even when taken out of context. Write in quotable, standalone sentences. For example, Ahrefs can track AI visibility, and not the tool can track AI visibility, or it can track AI visibility. AI engines don't read articles top to bottom. They break them into small chunks and patch them together to answer user questions. So dividing the text into short, self-contained sections increases the odds of getting quoted. Breaking the articles into clear H2, H3 sections with descriptive headings makes it easier for AI bots to understand content structure and relationships between ideas and to find relevant chunks. That's why I've divided my blog article about AI search optimization into 3 main H2 sections, each on a different aspect of GEO. One is about structure, one about authority, and one about high-level best practices. And then there's a conclusion and an FAQ section. Within each H2 section, we have a few H3 headings, each dealing with one idea, for example, chunking or heading hierarchy. Each heading summarizes the main section takeaway. For example, use clear H2 and H3 hierarchy and dense headings to guide the AI bots, as opposed to just use clear headings. These are new ideas. Using headers to make articles skimmable and scannable has been a good SEO practice for a while. Leading with the key takeaway, or the bottom line, up front increases the chances LLMs cite your content. In my articles, I start with one clear sentence summarizing the main takeaway. Only then I unpack the reasoning and provide examples or supporting information. AI systems often cite the first 1 or 2 sentences after the heading, so bluffing it or using the inverted pyramid style with answer first and details later caters to this preference. And the best part, this format isn't just for AI. Clear, upfront answers improve readability for humans, which translates into better SEO performance. If the reader can easily find the information they need, they are more likely to stay on the page. This signals to Google that the search result is relevant to the query. Presenting information in structured formats like lists and tables makes your content easier for AI to extract and reuse. Instead of parsing dense prose, LLMs can quickly lift whole sections directly into the answers. Here are a few practical examples of how you can embed tables and lists in your articles for higher AI search visibility. You can create a table summarizing key product features, pricing details, and overall rating at the beginning of your listicle. You can summarize the key article takeaways in a TLDR section at the beginning or the end of the article. You can clearly label sections in your how-to guides with step 1, step 2, step 3, etc. AI systems are more likely to cite your content if you embed common reader questions in the text and structure your paragraphs or sections as answers. And we can do it by phrasing our subheadings as questions, by adding an FAQ section at the end of the article, or by including questions naturally in the section copy. The question-answer format mirrors how readers interact with AI assistants like ChatGPT or Perplexity. They don't search for keywords, they ask questions. So not blog article editing, but how do I edit my blog article? Adding visuals, charts, screenshots, and videos increases the likelihood of getting cited by AI platforms. Gen AI is increasingly multimodal. It doesn't process text only as it used to, but also images, charts, and videos, and it does incorporate the content in the answers. Now, how do we make our visual search engine and AI friendly? By using descriptive alt text, so images are more accessible for humans and for machines. By embedding videos directly instead of linking out. By adding transcripts for videos to provide crawlable text. When we embed tables, we're creating them in HTML instead of pasting screenshots. Of course, we don't add visuals only to make content bot-friendly. We do it to make it more engaging and easier to understand for humans. And higher AI visibility and SEO rankings are a natural consequence. Now that we've covered how to structure our articles to make them AI-friendly, let's talk about building authority and trust signals into our copy. LLMs, just like traditional search engines, cite information that is authoritative, trustworthy, and demonstrates genuine expertise and experience. So let me walk you through a few ways to weave authority and expertise into your content fabric. First, back up your claims with stats from reliable and authoritative sources. So instead of writing AI is popular, we could write 20% of Americans use AI tools 10 times or more every month, according to the latest SparkToro data. SEMrush has found that content with specific and reference statistics is more likely to be cited than vague statements. Quoting stats also strengthens your chances of showing up in organic search engine results. Embedding expert quotes is another way to communicate authority. A 2024 study led by Pranjal Agarwal found that including citations, quotations from relevant sources, and statistics can significantly boost source visibility with an increase of over 40%. And here's a hack. Whether you're quoting stats or experts, name sources directly in the same sentence. Like above. A 2024 study led by Pranjal Agarwal found, or according to the latest SparkToro data. Attributing data and sources like this reinforces trust and makes a clean, standalone quote AI can cite directly. Including unique insights, for example from original research or case studies, increases your AI visibility, but only indirectly. Original research and case studies make your content stand out. They are harder to replicate, and search engines reward originality with better rankings. And as mentioned, LLMs pull data from ranking content. Moreover, unique insights and data points are more likely to get cited by other publications, and this increases your brand's visibility across the web, which also translates into better performance in AI search. Show that you have the authority and experience to write about the topic to increase your credibility. You can do it by highlighting your experience and achievements in the introduction, just like in the backlinko introduction, by illustrating your points with examples from your personal experience, like I did in the article about project management certifications for PayMore, where I shared my experience getting different qualifications and studying with different providers. Finally, you can optimize your author bio to showcase your credentials. You can see that in my bio for PayMore, I highlight my project management background. If you're quoting SMEs, establish the authority within the text. For example, Jane Smith, a messaging expert with a decade of experience working with early-stage SaaS companies, emphasizes the importance of, instead of Jane Smith emphasizes the importance of. So we already know how to structure your long-form content, and we know how to demonstrate authority. Now let's have a look at a few higher level plays that can boost coverage by AI-powered search engines. Things I don't necessarily do as a writer, but things I would definitely do as a content manager, a content strategist, or an SEO. mentioned, LLMs find it easier to retrieve information from content in a list format. This includes listicles like 10 best B2B SaaS content writers to hire in 2025, or 7 top Ahrefs alternatives, or comparison articles like Asana versus ClickUp. Ahrefs has recently discovered that over 7% of AI traffic goes to best of pages, 5.5% to top lists, and 4.88% to X versus Y head-to-head comparison articles. When users ask AI assistants for recommendations, LLMs can easily pull information about your product or service from such articles directly. Refreshing your content regularly increases the odds of getting cited. Ahrefs has found that over 35% of pages cited by ChatGPT were updated within the last 3 months, and over 70% of them within the last year. Updating isn't changing the year in the title though. My content refresh process consists of 12 steps and includes things like updating statistics to the most recent ones, updating feature information and screenshots to reflect current functionality, filling content gaps, embedding new keywords, or improving structure and readability, and of course, AI search optimization. Publishing in-depth content that covers the topic from all angles establishes you as the go-to source in the subject matter. And as your topical authority grows, so do your chances of getting cited. How do you build topical authority? Start by creating a pillar page that covers the main topic at a high level. So if you're writing about customer onboarding, this could be the ultimate guide to SaaS customer onboarding. And then you add supporting articles which explore specific subtopics in greater detail. For example, top SaaS onboarding metrics to track, or 10 SaaS onboarding best practices for 2025, or onboarding for enterprise SaaS clients, and then interlink the articles within the cluster so the bots and the readers can easily discover related content. The more people share your ideas or talk about your brand, the likelier they are to surface in generative search results. Remember, I suggested you add original insights to your articles to boost your rankings. LLMs don't work like traditional search engines. They don't reward originality, they reward consensus, as Despina Gavoyanis from Ahrefs explains in one of her articles. So, the median, not the outliers. Greatest hits, not the hidden gems that only connoisseurs know. In practice, this means that posting new ideas on your website alone may not be enough to get them into AI answers. They need to go mainstream. Ahrefs has also discovered that web brand mentions show the strongest correlation with AI search citations. So, how can you promote your content? You can promote your content and your ideas by running PR campaigns, by writing guest features for trusted industry publications, by sharing them on social media, for example, LinkedIn, X, Instagram, wherever your audience hangs around, by participating in Reddit or Quora discussions, because both are high up among most cited sources, or by creating multimedia assets like YouTube videos or podcasts. Adding schema markup to your pages increases the chances of being cited because structured data makes your content easier for AI systems to understand. Schema markup is like a secret code. It's invisible to readers, but not LLMs. It tells them who created the page, that's you, how your page is structured, and what kind of information it includes. The most useful types of schema for AI visibility include the organization schema, product schema, the FAQ page schema, the how-to schema, and the article schema. If AI bots can't crawl your pages, your content won't be included in the answers, no matter how well it's optimized. So here's what to check. First, make sure that key AI bots like GPT-bot are not blocked in the robots.txt file. Use HTML instead of JavaScript because AI systems can render JavaScript so the content isn't visible to them. Avoid bot blocking tools that might block AI crawlers and improve page response times. So we've just covered how to structure your content to make it easier for AI systems to retrieve and cite, how to establish your authority and expertise so they think it's worth citing you, and discussed a few higher level strategies. If you found the tips useful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss future videos. Thanks for watching and catch you next time.